Hello friends, welcome to Big Foodies. Today we are making a famous Rajasthani delicacy churme ke laddu. These are made with atta or whole wheat flour. Churma is made with coarsely ground wheat flour balls, sugar, cardamom and nuts. It is the traditional accompaniment to dal bati. Before checking the recipe, please subscribe to Big Foodies by pressing the subscribe button to get new recipes every week and never miss a video from Big Foodies. And hit the bell icon to get notifications about new recipes. Let's check the ingredients now to make delicious Rajasthani churme ke laddu for your family and friends. Hello friends, today we are making a traditional dessert of Rajasthan which is churme ke laddu. So we are using wheat flour to make the churme ke laddu and we have taken 2 cups of wheat flour to make the churme ke laddu. Some people like to add suji or semolina while making the churme ke laddu, but we are only using the wheat flour to make the churme ke laddu. It will really give a nice flavor and taste. So while we are making the dough for the laddu and cooking it, on the side, take some drops of milk with some saffrons and soak the saffrons in the milk so that by the time we will start making the laddu, it will be soaked properly. So for making the dough, first we need to add some ghee or clarified butter. Add the melted ghee. So we are adding about 2 to 3 tablespoons of ghee right now, and we'll see if we require more ghee. We will not be adding too much of ghee because we do not want to make the high fat churme ke laddu. We will try to reduce the amount of ghee as much as possible. So if the ghee is hot, just mix it with a spoon, and if it is okay, just you can mix it with your hands. So mix the ghee nicely into the flour. So we have added about 4 tablespoons of ghee here because we will also be using ghee while making the laddu. So we will not be adding too much of ghee right now. So use the warm water to knead the dough. So add the water slowly. Don't add too much of water at the same time because we need to knead it into a tight dough. So you can see that we have kneaded it into a tight dough. So there are 3 ways in which you can make the churme ke laddu. You can either make the roti out of this dough and cook it on the tawa or griddle, or you can also make the batis out of this dough and cook it into the baking oven, or also you can fry it into the ghee. Today we are making the laddu by using the tawa or griddle. Now take small portions of the dough and make the balls out of it. So if you want to bake it into the oven, you can make it into this type of batis and you can bake it directly into the oven, or you can also fry it into the ghee if you want. But today we are going to cook it onto the tawa or griddle. So we'll be just making the big size balls out of it and making a thicker rotis, and then we'll roast it onto the tawa. So this is how you can make all the balls. If you are making it onto the tawa or griddle, make the thick size rotis so that it can cook faster. And so this is how you can make all the balls of the dough. So we have made about 5 balls out of this dough, and now we will roll it into some rotis. So now take one ball and start rolling it. Because we have already applied some ghee, so we don't need to apply any ghee, or dusting it with the flour is not required here. It will not stick while we are rolling it. So this is how you can make it into the smaller chapatis, and you can see that the thickness. So you need to make it into thick size chapatis. Now we have heated a tawa or griddle on a medium low flame and applied some ghee on top of it so that the rotis doesn't stick to the tawa. So now we will be roasting this roti on the tawa. So let's roll the other rotis on the side. So similarly we can roll all the rotis. If we roast it on the tawa or bake it into the oven, the amount of ghee used is less, so it is a preferred way if you are diet conscious. So try to roast this into the tawa or the baking oven, whichever is convenient to you. So similarly we can roll all the rotis. Keep turning this roti while you are roasting it. So while roasting on the tawa, just apply a little bit of ghee on top. So it will help in the roasting process and it will roast faster and it will roast properly. So now apply the ghee on the other side too, so that it is roasted nicely on both the sides. Keep the flame on medium low. Don't make it on a high flame because it will not cook nicely. We need to cook it really nicely. Don't apply too much of ghee while roasting it, just apply a little bit. It will help in the roasting process. So while roasting, make sure that you keep turning it every 30 to 40 seconds and roast it golden brown on both the sides. We need to roast it really nicely golden brown on both the sides. So you can see that it is nicely roasted golden brown on both the sides. So similarly, we will roast all the rotis for making churma ke laddu. We are adding a few dry fruits. We have taken some almonds, cashews and some pistachios. You can add the dry fruits as per your taste, or you can also skip them. It's not mandatory to add the dry fruits. It will just give the richness to the laddus. So just chop these dry fruits or grate them as per your choice. Once all the rotis are made, allow them to cool down first. And once they are cooled down, you can break them into the pieces like this. So we need to break it into these pieces and then we need to grind it into the grinder. Just make sure that they are cooled down nicely, because if you will grind it hot, it can retain some moisture. We don't want to retain any moisture right now while grinding. So we have soaked the saffron with some milk. Now we need to just blend it well before adding it into the laddu. Saffron will really add a nice flavor and taste to the churme ke laddu, and it will give it a nice color. Now the pieces of the roti has been cooled down. Now we can transfer it into the blender. Now grind it into the grinder and make it into smooth powder.
After grinding it, we will be using the sifter to sift the powder of the roti, because we need to make it into a coarsely ground smooth powder. So use a sifter like this to sift the powder of the roti.
Because sometimes in the grinder there are this type of bigger pieces which remain. We need to make sure that we get a smooth and consistent powder throughout while making the laddu.
You can also use your hand and sift the powder from the sifter.
So the smooth pieces will go down and it will give a smooth texture to the laddu. So now you can see that our smooth powder of the roasted rotis is ready. So now we'll start making the laddu. So let's add some cardamom powder first. Now add the dry fruits that you have chopped or grated, and add the saffron color that we have made using the milk. So mix all these ingredients well. So to add the sweetness to the laddu, you can either use the sugar powder or the jaggery. So we are using the jaggery today. So friends, to add the jaggery, we have transferred the churma in a large bowl so that we can make the laddus easily. Now in this churma, we are going to add the jaggery powder. So we are taking here about 1 cup of jaggery powder. You can add the sugar or jaggery powder as per your taste. So generally we can follow the ratio as 2:1. So if you are taking the 2 cups of flour, you can take 1 cup of jaggery powder or sugar powder as per your liking. So here we are adding 1 cup of jaggery powder to make it more healthier. Now mix the jaggery powder really well. If any lumps are there in the jaggery powder or sugar powder, remove the lumps. So remove the lumps and mix the jaggery powder really well with the churma. So now we are adding the ghee into the laddu. So this is a half cup measurement and we are adding about 1/4 cup of ghee in this laddu. So it will be better if you take the cow ghee because cow ghee is very healthy and it always gives a good taste in the laddu. Now mix the ghee thoroughly with the churma after adding it. So we have tried best to reduce the amount of ghee in the churma. We have not added too much of ghee here. We will be only using the ghee as much as which is required for binding the churma well. So the people who are diet conscious can follow the recipe and you can get the laddus without adding too much of ghee here. As you can see that we are able to bind the laddus. We don't need to add extra ghee now. It looks really perfect to make the laddus and we have really mixed the ghee thoroughly with all the churma. So let's start making the laddus here. And so now to make the laddus we are using both the hands. Take some ball-sized portion of the churma and put it in the other hand and press it with the other hand like this using these 2 fingers and your thumb. So it's not really difficult to make the laddus, it's very easy if you follow this process and steps. Press it really gently with the fingers while you are making the laddus. So our laddus are looking a little bit black because of the jaggery. If you add sugar, it will not look black, it will look white in color. So a perfect wheat flour churma laddu is ready. So we can make more laddus like this. Now take another bowl size portion of the churma and start pressing with your hand like this. The laddus will roll out really well and easily if you follow these steps properly. So you can see that our beautiful and delicious aate ke churme ke laddu are ready. Now we can follow the same steps and make all the laddus. So friends, we have made all the गेहूं के आटे के चूरमे के laddu. So our laddus are ready. Now let's serve them. So friends, we have served the delicious aate ke churme ke laddu. Offer these laddus to God or prepare it at the time of any festivals or celebrations in your family. These laddus really taste very delicious. So enjoy these laddus with your family and friends. And if you like this recipe, please subscribe to Big Foodies for new recipes every week. Like and share this video. Thank you so much for watching.